Good afternoon, Dan. How are you?
Good afternoon, Dr. K. It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
It's been
How
a
are you
minute.
doing?
I'm doing good, going good.
Good, good,
I
good.
saw you on my schedule, so I see that you have this theory, inner and out of mind,
hmm
and I'm quite curious. You want to elaborate and tell me this what you want to kind of
Yeah,
get
I
out, understand?
yeah, yeah, and it's a work. There are people that I mentor that I explain to them about certain things. When you're trying to advance in life, you need mentors, you need guides and templates as to progress in life. And there's keys that people like to try to give you. I noticed you said it before. You were talking about dropping gems as a doctor. You would try to educate and drop gems. I saw a couple of interviews you've done, and they were impressive. And they were very impressive. But yeah, so there's a theory that I have, and I teach young men, people about this, and it's operating in different theories. Uh, so I think there's a theory that which I live by, that you operate. There's two factors in how you operate. There's an inner mind and there's an outer mind, and so you have to know how to differentiate between operating those two spaces.
Okay, so let's discuss the outer mind.
The outer mind is the most important, and that to me, when you operate in your outer mind, you're basically operating. You're pretty much using your penis. You're thinking
Okay,
with your dick. You're thinking about, and so when I say that, people may look at it like, "Oh, that's vulgar." This and that. Well, it's basically things that make me excited, that gets me hard, that gets me excited. So when I think in that manner, I
so
look at
arousal.
what,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, arousal, but it's more or less like what makes me, what makes me hard, or what makes me excited, what makes me aroused, what makes me excited, what makes me want to get up in the morning. That's what in my outer mind. My inner mind, conversely, is the part where you kind of thinking with your heart. That's the weaker part. That's when
Oh,
and a lot of people do that very foolishly, where they we call it hustle with their heart. Um, and there's some logistics with that, where you do things because you care about people. I think a lot of women may do things like that, which is why they may falter or fall into these traps. But as a man, it's best that we operate in the outer mind, that you find your successes. You know, you ever know people say, man, they got the balls to do this and the balls to do that. That's where the outer mind comes in. When you just take no prisoners. You take what you
okay.
want. You don't be all passive and sissified about stuff. You be a man about it, not a woman. Be a man about it, and take what you want. And you
So can
can't
a
give a damn about. Can a woman have that? Can a woman do that?
yes, yes.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, there are women that can do that. I've seen women do that.
Okay.
Candace Olsen is one. Um, there is what's this black lady? She's very Wendy Williams kind of practiced that a little bit, before she got played by her husband or that shit came out. But when she was on the radio station before, she was kind of on that level.
Okay.
Um, what's the girl that worked she won The Apprentice with Donald Trump? What's that black woman name? I can't think of her
Kenya
name at
Moore?
the moment. Oh no, not Kenya Moore. No, she's kind of she operates with the inner mind, I would say.
Oh,
Um,
I know you're talking about. I forgot her
yeah,
name.
yeah, yeah. She was married to the Michael Clark Duncan guy
Yep, that died. Yeah.
that
Mhm.
passed away. Yeah. So
So
women
she
have
used
that.
her out of mind. Okay.
She
So
uses
these
her
are
outer
experience.
mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these are examples.
These are examples of operating your outer mind. And so when
Okay.
you operate your outer mind, I think that you operate your inner mind in a lot of cases, and I don't want to go over your head. Even though I do respect you in your field, and you've done the best way you knew how as a woman, your limited space, um,
I'm
of
limited in
understanding,
what
with
I
your
can give.
limited space. With
Okay.
your limited space of, I'm not even gonna do that because you've proven yourself, and I wouldn't put you in that category, Doc. You're good people in my book. But people that operate out of mind, they go for, these are the people. If you think about it, you never notice when we go to war, and
I've never been to war.
well, when the country goes to war, and they
Have
usually
you been to
going
war,
for.
Dan? Are you a
That's
military
that's
vet?
it's that's a little confidential. I had a couple of my records are sealed, so I won't.
Uh,
That's for you. The G14 classified, and I'm not
Oh, okay.
trying. This is where, yeah, this is where the woman man thing kind of gets a little convoluted, and I don't want to be disrespectful.
Okay.
Because anyway, um, but when we go to war, we want the oil, right? We want diamonds and whatever. We take it, and if there are lives that are lost, so be it. That's outer
Wow.
mind
Type attitude, huh? So what's more
powerful.
of the inner mind?
Inner mind is like, well, my mom needs medicine, and so I don't want to be late for work, but I have to give my mom's medicine, stuff like this. Like that, very empathetic. You working on considering other people, very feminine, very weak, very docile type of mindset.
So
And
if
a
you
lot of
care
times
about
you can get
somebody,
you
you kind of docile and weak because your outer mind will be like, forget giving my mama some medicine. Let me get to work on time.
right,
Oh,
right.
okay.
Because at the end of the day, it's about the money. It's about your successes.
And it's not about your mama medicine, even though that she needs it.
It's not at the moment, no. Now, if
So
it's a
she,
situation where if it's like kind of teetering between life and death, I get that perhaps. Then you
but
you
it's
would
only if
designate,
it's teetering life and death.
yeah, but you would designate someone else to do it.
Okay. Because
So
otherwise, you just strictly need to focus on the outer mind
on the outer
of
mind is
dealing with
all
things
about,
and
yeah,
operating. Okay.
yes, yes. So that's the difference. So I wanted to kind of, so I teach people that,
You
and
teach
so I
this.
have a, oh yeah, 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 because you gotta have an army of people with a high level of intellect,
What
and
class
so
are you teaching this at, Dan?
what class am I teaching that at? This is I have a certain a little place of that I function in a couple of different warehouses in which
Is it
I
a lot
teach
of
a couple
people
of
you
different schools.
teaching?
Yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
surprisingly so
really?
a lot of GDs, Blackstones, people like that. Um, yeah, Crips.
Oh,
So,
gangsters
well, you call them gangsters. I call them community development leaders. So, so anyway,
or
bottom
egg
line is that
rats. Okay. Egg rats that don't really care. They don't have that sympathy because that's just, that inner mind. That's that weak stuff.
that's weak shit. So
Oh,
I don't like
okay.
weak ass people.
You
So
like
anyway,
you like weak ass people. Wow. Okay.
so
Do you
anyway, so
think
the
you a
I
weak ass?
never that, never that,
Never. You always
never.
in the outer mind type.
Always an out of my. I'm always taking what I want. Some people may call it being inconsiderate.
Do you think you inconsiderate in any kind of way?
I think I'm being very considerate. Me
You
being a
considerate
powerful
of other
person.
people's feelings.
Oh well, no,
Oh, that's
no, no,
that's
no, no,
that
no.
weak
Please,
stuff.
yeah, no, that's some bitch. I mean, I'm sorry, pardon my French. That's some bitch
Okay.
shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you have to be a bitch ass nigga. We call those. That's a whole nother thing. But
That's a
anyway,
ban.
no.
A ban. Okay.
Well, I don't know what that means, but whatever.
That's what
So,
you said.
well, the thing is, I don't operate at that level. So anyway, so the people that we teach, we have these different communities, churches, and places like that. And
Church.
actually, I'm thinking about starting my own community organization under the auspices of a church. Really, yeah.
A church. What would
Because
your
it's
church be
imperative.
called, Dan?
It'll be called. I haven't given it thought yet. This just actually came to me the last couple of days. I was thinking about doing it because people are they feel so empowered. They
And
feel
you feel
so
like
enlightened.
it's your duty to carry out the outer mind theory to help people be better in their lives.
Yeah, that was when I used to go to church. There was a scripture that says the kingdom of God suffereth violence, and the violence take it by force. That would be my motto. It'd be the kingdom of Dan suffereth violence, and the violence would take it by force. So we
And
will
the
become
violence
considered
would
violent.
take our force because you like taking what you want.
You have to.
You
Nobody's
have
gonna
to
give you
take what you
shit.
want.
You gotta take what you want.
Okay.
You gotta take what you want. So I don't do, and then this, and not to get. This is just this just as a sidebar.
Uh-huh.
You know how Bill Cosby was kind of taking, doing a little drink, a little all that kind of shit. And it was like rape. I don't do that. I would never do that. That's kind of weak.
So give me an
So I'll
example
leave
of
it at
what
that.
you take.
Well, if it's there's a deal on the table, and somebody's dumb enough or too dumb to see the deal on the table, I don't take the deal. Um, Not necessarily steal. Steal is like kind of oh, they turned their back, they didn't see me, so I stole it. No, I take it. I look at you and I say, run me that. I'll take it. Give me that. If I'm with my woman or women or whatever,
Uh-huh.
I may say, hey, give me that now.
So is it true that you live a polyamorous life?
I don't know what a polyamorous is, but no, that's it's just I live a life that's more conducive to how I feel day by day.
Oh, okay.
If I want to be bothered with you, I'll be bothered with you. If I don't want to be bothered with you, I won't be bothered with you, and I'll tell you that.
Is it most time you prefer not to be bothered?
No, that's not necessarily the case. I just can't deal with people that operate in the inner mind. It's the inner mind people that get on my nerves.
Oh.
Oh, oh my God, my babies they're hungry. I gotta run home and feed them. I can't sleep with you right now. I'm still crying. That shit grinds my gears. Weak ass shit. Inner mind thinking ass people. Weak using your heart. You got to use your outer, your balls, your
So what do
dick.
you do with your heart?
Barely, rarely use it. It's important.
Is
You
it?
know, it's important. It has its place.
But when does it operate for you, Dan?
Well, my dog was sick one time, and I was like, oh man, God, I can't. Ah, I didn't think it was gonna make it. Or you know, choked up.
You really,
My God.
really, you really, really
Yeah,
have this love for your dog.
yeah, my dog is
And you compare a lot of things to your dog.
yeah. The dog is everything. It's a man's best friend, and my guns.
Okay.
The guns save lives, man. Let me tell you, man. Guns don't kill people. People with guns kill people. But that's a story for another day. So going back to yeah, I use my heart, and I
With your
try to
dog.
use this. Yeah, certain, yeah, with my dog. I thought I had to put him down. I thought I was almost a moment that I thought we took him to the vet. We thought we almost had to put him down, and thank God
Uh-huh.
he got through it, and he's fine now.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, it's more
I'm
like thing
glad
with
your
your out of
dog
mind.
okay, Dan. That seemed like that really
Yeah,
would
yeah,
touch you. That's when your
that would,
inner mind come out.
yeah. So I don't want to get too deep in that. I spend a lot of time in the mind. It kind of make you weak. So again, let's
Oh.
focus on let's focus on the kingdom of God suffered violence and the violence taken by force. That's the concept I want to build my church on. I want to build a group of soldiers that are conflict taking, getting what they want with reckless abandon. You do not take no for an answer. You do not compromise. You do not be weak. You
I'm
just do
so
what you
sorry.
have to do to. Oh, that's no problem.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. Sometimes, I think that to me that's an example of inner mind thing. You have an interview we're doing, and you're being compassionate. You probably was wondering about your other clients. You want to make sure you had access about it. The thing about that's cool, but then sometimes I can take it. Sometimes these patients don't know when to draw the line, right?
Right.
I'm sure you have patients like, dude, I am working on another patient, or ma'am, and they just like, I need you so bad. And sometimes when you work and
No, I
operate
don't
in
feel
inner
bad.
mind,
I don't feel bad. You just wait when I get done. That's just how it is. And if
that's
you don't
see,
wait, then that's on you.
that's the outer mind. That's what I'm talking about. This is why I reached out to you, doctor, because I knew you would understand.
Yeah.
I think that we're on the same page. I think you have the same
I
mindset
think
of
we're in two
being.
different books, but I still understand your page.
We're good. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay.
Some people have told me I'm very deep. I can be very deep, and some people say I'm sometimes so deep I'm in the shallow end.
Oh,
So
yeah, you deep. Huh?
so that's the thing I want to talk about. So anyway, out of mind, thinking with your penis first. Think about what the things that make you excited, what makes you hard, what gets you aroused, what makes you want to go for it. And then think about the consequences later. Do what you need to do.
So you
Make
don't
it
think that's
happen. Take what you
irresponsible in any
want.
kind of way?
What's possible?
You don't think that's any kind of irresponsible by thinking with your penis and worry about some consequences later? I mean, that's
No,
what you
I
just
don't think
said.
so.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, so that's what you're saying is directly incorrect. So I'd agree. Yeah.
So you have
So I think
experienced this type of dumbness.
yeah. So I don't know what you're
Oh, okay.
referring to. I think you're misunderstanding. No, it's not dumbness. It's out of mind.
Mm.
Oh, I know what you're trying to say. Yeah, no. So sometimes people may think it because you're being very strong about it and you're going hard with it. People may look at it as being like you just like blind faith and things of that nature. But no, it's more. It's not dumbness or anything like you may want to
Uh
refer to
huh.
it as, but it's more of a courageous thing. You know,
Because you do feel that you're very courageous.
very courageous, very right about what I feel. So
You
anyway,
right
I
all the
think
time, right?
I would
You're
say
never wrong, really.
99.9.
You're not.
99 point, only with other people who have out of mind who are out of mind thinkers.
Oh,
Sometimes they can actually correct me. Usually it's a male, somebody who's a little older, for the most part.
but not
Yeah.
a female.
No, no, no. I have a buddy of mine, thinks with out of mind. It's a buddy of mine, and he believed he had a girl had the nerve to tell him to cut his hair. Right. Well, he had locks,
Uh huh.
and and he had beautiful dreadlocks, or as we call them locks. They're beautiful locks. And his girl was like, "You need to cut your hair." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "Because you after you take your hat off, you don't have any hair under your hat." And I thought that was fucking ridiculous. Like, so she was mad that he had no hair under here, but had locks around here. And me and the other brothers, we thought that was dope. Keep your hair, man. But this woman tells him that it's
He had
unbecoming.
a bald head at the top of his head, completely bald, but locks going all around.
Yeah, I thought it was amazing.
And you thought that was dope.
Yeah, well, it was. And he had some woman telling him that they didn't think that was appropriate.
Wow.
I thought that was horseshit. So, but anyway, just there again, thinking with your inner mind, not with your outer mind. As with his outer mind, if he stood strong to that, he would have still had like ended up cutting them and then ended up getting married to some woman, and now he's happy or whatever. I don't know. I mean, he has a beautiful life supposedly. I guess. I mean,
All right.
she
Well,
loves
Dan,
him and
I
takes
think
care.
that I think you've shared what you feel. What's the outer mind and inner mind? You're more prone to
Yeah.
being an out of mind person. You're going to be teaching this wherever you teach at to
Mhm.
dumbass people, but wherever you are,
Mhm.
and you want to inflict a church, of saying of creating soldiers to think what
Yeah.
they out of mind and just simply don't care if you it's hard and aroused. You feel that you should be able to convey and do whatever you want and take whatever you want.
Yes. Yes.
So that's
Ooh,
pretty much
shit.
that's it.
This is why the last time we had a conversation, it was that like we got to the end of our where you were asking and talking about it, and you got it, and that right there makes me appreciate you even more. That right there, I'm so we have to do this again because only you're one of the very few women who understand and think logically.
Okay.
So yeah, and now with your
Well, I'm so
feelings and
glad
now
that
with
I'm
your
able
inner,
to give you that platform to be able to express that, Dan. And
mm-hmm.
to next time, you'll be getting my invoice,
Okay,
$457. It was nice talking with you. Okay.
okay,
Take care of yourself, Dan.
yeah. I had
Stay out of mind.
before you,
Stay out of
okay,
mind.
okay, okay,
All righty. Bye bye.
okay.